All right, now time for a bit called Dumb Droid Walking Selfie Stick one, right? Discuss. Schumer, it's a great idea for a segment, right? All right, let's discuss the Pasquin University School of Gaslighting, shall we, right? Let me just discuss, right? Better call Saul, now Dershowitz. Rule 1 of mine, but now let's discuss theirs. No matter how nice you are, no matter how much you try to guide them, even it could be a venomous snake, right? And you could just simply say, all I'm saying is please get away from the snake. It's poisonous. Your dogs might die. You could die. I'm telling you, that's a coral snake. You're 2 feet from it. 2 fucking feet from it. You're such a tough guy. I know you're nice, but you don't know everything. You think it's a king snake and you want to grab it because you're fucking MacGyver himself or crocodile hunter. Then Ray comes out because he hears me slightly raising my voice. Not because I hate my neighbor. I love the guy. I love his dogs too, who are not on leash at the moment, actually. And he's trying to grab the snake and asking me to come here and check it out. And he's going to grab it. And his dogs are off leash right there, Miss Tia. And I am calm. But I understand he's about to get bit by a fucking coral snake and his dogs might get bit. Asking nicely, because he was pretty calm because he had no clue, didn't pan out. They just don't listen to me. They're all pre-programmed so they know better than Timmy. I can outthink this Timmy. Even with a poisonous snake about to kill the asshole, because though they are very non-aggressive, the coral snake in particular is also by far the most venomous one found in the continental United States, and a relative with neurotoxin of the king cobra. So, in terms of snakes found like naturally in Florida without the, cool people in Operation D books. See, that one's actually a non-invasive native species, very harmless if it doesn't bite you. If you provoke it, let's say by trying to pick it up with your fucking 2 dogs who are nice and well-behaved, but mine's not, and wouldn't do that, it'd go right in. Brand new puppy. I know this guy doesn't care. I know how cool he is. He's a real pirate. He's a know-it-all. He's not. He's very wise, but in this instance, for some reason, something just overpowers their fucking sense of brain. It's almost like they know they're on Truman Show or some poor man's version of it where no matter what, everyone has a Ring camera and they're taping no matter what. It's almost like that. At any rate. So, what do? I stay calm, but I start raising my voice. Get your dogs away, sir. You don't understand it. Get those fucking dogs. Miss Tia, I scream. So then Ray comes running out, ready to call the cops because I raised my voice against a neighbor, right? When he knows that's not what would be going on. And we have a Ring camera, so the whole thing is taped. I know I'm being taped. I don't care about it. I even know how it works. I log in on my mom's thing and I can look at it in real time. I'm on my porch. I'm not doing anything. In fact, I was just sharing a story about how cops came for no reason. They're very nice, but Roland and Ray could have never called them, right, Einhorn? Right, Uncle Dave? So anyway, long story short, after Ray screams and eviscerates me for how can I raise my voice, he finally listens. And understands now there's a fucking coral snake there. At this point, I had texted the man a picture. He kept trying to get me to come see it. You gotta check it out. What color? Red, yellow, black. What's the order? It doesn't matter. It's a king snake. It matters. What's the order? Oh, it's just, let's see. It's like black, yellow, red, yellow, black, yellow, red, yellow. It's a coral snake. You're going to die. Without anti-venom, and your dogs are dead. And since it's in the neighborhood, literally it's 10 feet from me, right, in the neighbor's yard. My dogs could come out, but your dogs are right there. One's already escaped off leash, and I had to bring it back. At any rate, because he doesn't, They're nice dogs, but I mean, if there's a coral fucking snake, it's not gonna, chances are, bite anybody. Except if you do that, and your dogs are right next to it. And the only reason they're there is because you want to check it out, bro. And it's been like 5 minutes of this, and this Sherlock won't leave. Really nice gentleman. I love him to death. Not his finest brain cell moment. What a stiff neck. Same as Ray. But finally, Ray listened, and then he understood, because for some reason this guy knows snakes. So yeah, Cooper could get bit. So then it just becomes, I have one more mission. I know Ray wants to suck me into, he's got to get to church right away. But I got to get to church. I care so much about church, right? I can't stay to manage this. And yeah, he meant that, sort of, except I don't think that's where he goes, like when he says he's at church. Just guessing, because sometimes when they get back from church, they say, oh, yeah, how's church? Oh, it's great. Oh, what'd you talk about? Oh, the third book of Exodus. No, it was Genesis chapter 3. It was great. Genesis chapter, it was all about that. That's nice. Okay, good. I'm glad you had to try that. Yeah, he walks away. Hey, Relaine, how you doing? Welcome home. How's church? Oh, it was great. I love Jesus. That's nice. What did the pastor talk about? Oh, it was all about the New Testament stuff and, how they're really persecuting Christians. And it's just, he did all kinds of Corinthian stuff. And it's just so sad what they're doing to us Christians. And that's what he talked about. And I say, that's good. All right. Well, God bless you and have a good day. Right? So that's my situation. So now there's just one mission left for me. Just one mission left for me, Miss Tia. Because he even comes back in. Everything's calm. Except I'm annoyed at them. Right? Because even then, they're trying to tell me, these old fucks, that I was raising my voice to something out of turn. They even said to me, it's not that you don't have a good heart. It's just that what's yelling at a snake gonna do? No, I wasn't yelling at the snake, though, Uncle David. I was yelling at the gentleman who's trying to grab the poisonous snake. You see how it's different, though, right? And even he, I see it. It is technically different. You're right. But then my mom won't let it go, right? Because she's not like us. Then Ray comes back. I said, listen, don't, I get it. I was wrong. I raised my voice. After 20 minutes of I had to text this guy a picture of a coral snake to his phone. Then he checks it, because I'm not going over there. At which point he said, holy shit, that's a coral snake, man. That's a deadly snake. And I'm like, I know. Yes, that's all I was saying. Get away from it. Then he, kindly, got away with it. So then there was one mission left. Okay, my dad comes back in. We call the cops, and animal control is coming. They understand what to do. And I said, listen, just go out before church. One more thing. Thank you, Dad. I'm not mad at you. You understand, it was a miscommunication. And even though you yelled at me for raising my voice, but a little, on tape, that guy's yelling at the top of, hey, it's name. You don't care about that. But then I said, listen, just 5 seconds. I'll talk real slow. And then the whole process repeats. If they just listen to what I say once, when I'm calm and we're all good, then my mission is done. I can go for my walk right now, verbatim. So, step 1, Dad, please just go back out and tell this guy, Camilo. I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to say the neighbor's name. That is his name, but he knows. He just doesn't fucking care if I use his first name. Anyway. I usually call him C or Pirate, and he's a very nice man. He likes Captain Jack Sparrow, and he lives in South Florida, you know what I mean? He's a good dad, too, and he's an excellent host at a Halloween party, but not very smart when it comes to, he doesn't always have to prove he's a big shot. That's a fucking coral snake. Even if you get anti-venom and don't die, you'll regret it, and your dogs will die, and so will mine. We got to get it out of here, but calmly. So finally we understand it. Okay, Ray, just shut up. Why do you keep talking? I did good, and I know it, but you're going to take it from me, but I don't care. Just one last thing. Go out there to that gentleman, Camilo, who you just met, and we're talking to for 20 minutes, and have met before. And if you're going to go to church, fine, but just make sure you tell him. Just listen to me for 5 seconds. It's like he won't even let me do that. And then, step 1, don't kill the snake. It didn't do anything. It's a native species. It's not harming anyone. The only one who did anything wrong. And step 2, just make sure they're coming, right? So make sure, yes, they come and they remove him and don't kill him. And that's it. Just 2 steps. And thank you. Please just go out there for one more minute, because you've been managing this whole thing for 20 minutes. And tell Camilo that, who's Camilo? I don't know who's Camilo? The fucking guy. And then I ran, and then like they'll call the cops because I got manic, or I yelled like, fuck you, gaslighted to him, and just leave. And because I yell, fuck you, gaslight it to him, and then leave to go for a walk, calm as can be, not yelling, but doing this verbatim, because this just happened, right? I mean, real-time Gonzo journalism reporting, and I'm mad about it, Miss Tia. Anybody who's like Smeagol-like, who tries to no matter how good your intentions, but you raised your voice slightly. Only we get to excoriate you every day while gaslighting and all this stuff, and calling your friends and threatening lawsuits, or having other family members do that for you. And then they have to contact you and say it was a social worker, when it was, but it was also a family member who threatened to sue if you even so much as contact on Facebook in public, a Lion King guy, because we were doing, church supersedes state and CIA stuff, and Mockingjay versus Spectre, or is it the Taliban one? And obviously we know that's just down by law. My cousin Bobby knows that well, but Mr. Dershowitz would know it even better. Right, Miss Tia? Right, Captain Kirk? Right, Auntie? Right, Auntie Lane? I know you'd take my side here. All I did, because I tried to be calm. I said it calm 10 times. Just go out for 1 second before church. Go back out. I'm appreciative of what you did. Thanks for taking the bull by the horns, Ray. I'm not trying to take your glory from you, that you were the one who helped and got the animal shelter to come. I know you just keep trying to stress that point, and I even agree. Thank you. I got an assist, right? I'm not bad here, right? You even agreed. Oh, you're not bad. You're not going to call a cop on this on my behavior when there's a snake there, right? And even if you did, I'd have a right to tell my side of the story. You wouldn't lock me up because I'm nuts over this, right? I don't know, Camilo. And it's always just that with this guy. He never lets a good crisis go to waste. So, the second I raised my voice even a little, he still wants to hold that bit. It's right with the snake when you're trying to save the guy's life. But that bit, when you raised your voice after talking wouldn't work. Or, because there's a time to do this and a time to shout, and you can lead the horse to water. But sometimes it's Ray, right? Or Roland, which is far worse. So, anyway, that's my story, right? And the moral of the story is I did ask for 10 times, Dad, listen, let's stop. Step one, I'm quiet. I've listened for 2 minutes. Please shut up and listen with your trap shut now that I've listened to you in full, and just listen to me while you interrupt. And I never do that, but they say it anyway. You're done talking, my turn, 5 seconds, but you got to repeat back to me what I said, okay? Don't kill the snake, and make sure they take it away and don't kill it. What did I just say? Okay, please go tell Camilo that. Who's Camilo? Just again with the who's Camilo. And that's my life. And yet they're the ones. Are you on your right meds? Yes, I take them. I can prove it. Are you seeing your doctor? Yes, I'm the only one who sees a doctor and can prove it. I can prove you're psychotic, and I don't. I can prove the other brother is psychotic with I can prove it, but I don't. I prove it to my family with the emails and the stuff and the screenshots and the personal stuff I don't post here. A certain Christmas Noel girl would know that. But that's my Gonzo journalist story from and the kicker, that, they're not even going to church. It turns out my mom's right and Dad was wrong, even though they're diehards who go every week. It's not important to go to church, even though it's just super important to go to church. In fact, they're just going to watch it on the iPad this week. What? That was the plan. Ray, remember that? And then they start fighting because they don't have that part locked, And that's my life. Disgust. Does that sound familiar to you, Miss Tia? Because they're super Christian, these people, but they're in the occult. You know what I mean? Some of us in Harry Potter world are the good ones, and we're all Christian. That's the only trick. Right? Happy Christmas, Harry? And then the other ones don't know about the God and Jesus Ghostbusters trick. They think it's just Satan and go. And discuss the difference.